The British royal family has once again found itself at the center of intense speculation after reports emerged that King Charles was unexpectedly rushed to hospital, triggering a wave of concern across the United Kingdom and beyond. What happened behind palace walls in the hours that followed has become the subject of extraordinary discussion. According to royal insiders and observers, a series of urgent meetings took place almost immediately after the king's medical situation became known. But what truly captured public attention was the growing rumor that an emergency order was prepared, one that could temporarily place an unprecedented level of authority into the hands of Catherine, Princess of Wales. If true, the implications would be enormous. For months, the monarchy has faced a challenging period unlike anything seen in recent decades. Questions surrounding succession, stability, and the future leadership of the institution have dominated headlines. Every public appearance, every statement, every royal engagement has been scrutinized for clues about what might happen next. Then came the shocking development. Sources close to royal circles described an atmosphere of urgency as senior aides reportedly moved quickly to coordinate responses. Palace officials remained characteristically cautious in their public messaging, but the sudden nature of events fueled widespread speculation. Was this merely a precautionary measure, or was the monarchy quietly preparing for a scenario it hoped would never arrive? Royal experts point out that modern monarchies are built on contingency plans. Every major institution has procedures designed to ensure continuity during periods of uncertainty. The Crown, perhaps more than any other institution, relies on stability. When unexpected events occur, plans that may have existed only on paper can suddenly become critically important. And that is precisely why attention has turned toward Princess Catherine. Over the past several years, Kate has transformed from a popular royal figure into what many commentators view as one of the monarchy's most trusted and respected representatives. Her calm demeanor, disciplined public image, and ability to connect with people across generations have earned widespread admiration. More importantly, she has become a symbol of continuity. While royal controversies have dominated headlines elsewhere, Kate has largely maintained a reputation for steadiness and reliability. Even during periods when public scrutiny intensified, she rarely deviated from her carefully measured approach. That consistency has not gone unnoticed. Many royal watchers now believe that Kate occupies a unique position within the institution, one that extends far beyond ceremonial duties. In fact, some insiders have suggested that senior figures increasingly see her as a crucial part of the monarchy's long-term future. That brings us back to the alleged emergency order. Although details remain unclear, reports circulating among royal commentators suggest that any temporary delegation of responsibilities would likely prioritize individuals viewed as capable of maintaining public confidence, and few royals currently command that level of trust more effectively than Catherine. The possibility alone has sparked fierce debate. Supporters argue that Kate has demonstrated the leadership qualities necessary to handle greater responsibilities. They point to her years of preparation, extensive charitable work, and growing influence within royal operations. Critics, however, question whether such a move would represent a significant departure from traditional expectations. Could one royal figure really be entrusted with such broad authority? And what would that mean for other senior members of the family? Those questions have only intensified as analysts examine recent developments within the monarchy. Some have noted that Prince William and Princess Catherine have increasingly taken center stage during key public events. Others point to subtle shifts in public perception. Polls conducted over recent years have consistently showed strong approval ratings for both William and Kate. Among younger generations especially, they are often viewed as representing the monarchy's future. That perception may have become particularly important during times of uncertainty, because when institutions face challenges, public confidence becomes one of their most valuable assets, and confidence is something Kate appears to possess in abundance. Behind palace gates, however, the situation may be more complicated than it appears. Royal households are intricate organizations involving advisors, constitutional considerations, government relationships, and centuries of tradition. Any significant delegation of authority would likely require careful planning and legal consultation. That reality has led some experts to caution against jumping to conclusions. They emphasize that emergency procedures are designed precisely to prevent disruption. In other words, preparations do not necessarily indicate a crisis. Still, the timing has raised eyebrows. Observers noted that discussions surrounding royal responsibilities had already become more prominent in recent months. With multiple senior royals managing demanding schedules and public expectations, the question of who would assume additional duties in extraordinary circumstances has become increasingly relevant. The answer, many believe, may already be emerging. Catherine's profile within the institution has never been higher. Whether attending state functions, supporting charitable initiatives, or representing the crown at major events, she has steadily expanded her role. Appearance seems to reinforce the same message. She is being positioned as a central figure in the monarchy's future. That perception gained even more momentum following reports of the king's hospitalization. As news spread, public attention immediately shifted toward the next generation of royal leadership. Would Prince William step forward? Would other senior royals assume additional responsibilities? Or would Catherine herself become the stabilizing force the institution needed? The speculation became impossible to ignore. Television panels debated the possibility. Newspaper columnists analyzed every available detail. Royal commentators dissected protocol, precedent, and constitutional procedure. Yet amid all the discussion, one fact remained clear. The public was watching Kate more closely than ever before, and perhaps that alone reveals something significant. In moments of uncertainty, people naturally look toward figures they trust. For millions, Catherine has become one of those figures, which is why the alleged emergency order has generated such fascination. If such a document exists, what exactly does it contain? What responsibilities could it transfer? And most importantly, why was it reportedly considered necessary at this particular moment? Those questions remain unanswered, but insiders suggest that what happened next inside royal circles may be even more surprising than the reports that first emerged from the hospital. Because while attention focused on the king's condition, a series of quiet decisions were allegedly being made behind closed doors. Decisions that could reshape perceptions of power within the monarchy itself. And according to one particularly intriguing claim, the person at the center of those discussions was not Prince William. It was Kate. As reports continued to circulate, royal observers became increasingly convinced that something significant was unfolding behind palace walls. The focus was no longer solely on King Charles's health. Instead, attention shifted toward what the monarchy was doing to ensure continuity during a period of uncertainty. According to speculation from royal commentators, Catherine's growing influence may reflect years of careful preparation rather than any sudden change in strategy. From the moment she joined the royal family, Kate has been observed undertaking her duties with remarkable patience and discipline. Unlike many public figures who seek attention, she has often allowed her work to speak for itself. That approach has earned respect not only from the public, but also from many who closely follow royal affairs. As a result, when discussions emerge about the future of the monarchy, her name is increasingly mentioned alongside those expected to guide the institution through the coming decades. Still, it is important to separate verified facts from speculation. No official palace announcement has confirmed the existence of any emergency order granting Catherine sole power. Much of the discussion remains based on interpretation, analysis, and the assumptions of commentators attempting to understand how the monarchy might respond during challenging circumstances. Yet the broader message remains difficult to ignore. Whether or not such an order exists, Kate's standing within the royal family appears stronger than ever. She has become one of the institution's most recognizable and trusted faces. And in times of uncertainty, trust can be every bit as important as authority. For King Charles, the priority has always been maintaining stability within the monarchy. Any measures taken during a medical situation would likely be aimed at ensuring that royal responsibilities continue without interruption. In that context, it is hardly surprising that Catherine would be viewed as a key figure. The Princess of Wales represents continuity, experience, and the next generation of royal leadership. And as public attention increasingly turns toward the future, many believe her role will only continue to grow. For now, the king remains at the center of the institution he leads, and royal duties continue as planned. But the events surrounding his reported hospitalization have revealed something important. They have shown just how much confidence many people now place in Catherine. Perhaps the real story is not whether an emergency order was signed. Perhaps the bigger story is that millions can already envision Kate playing an even larger role in the monarchy's future. If recent reactions are any indication, that future may arrive sooner than many ever expected. What do you think? Could Princess Catherine one day become the monarchy's most influential modern royal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest royal news, updates, and exclusive discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.